Here in the public gallery of the House chambers, these plain beige walls were at one time covered with murals that were considered so controversial, some school groups canceled their tours of the Capitol. Legislators voted to hide the art with curtains before ultimately tearing it down. In the late 1970s, the legislature set aside $200,000 to install public art in the House and Senate chambers. Out of 200 proposals came the winner. Artist Michael Spafford would create murals for the House depicting the 12 Labors of Hercules. His work was unveiled in 1981.
I loved them from the start. I walked in as a freshman in the back bench, and I thought they were terrific.
Former Democratic House Speaker Joe King says he was struck by how modern and stark the black and white murals looked from the House floor. But many of his fellow legislators disagreed.
Conservatives really didn't like him for a couple of reasons. They thought they didn't fit into the kind of classical nature of the chambers. Many people thought they were overtly sexual. Some women's groups didn't like him. Feminists didn't like him, thought they portrayed violence against women.
The murals weren't even up a year before legislators voted in 1982 to get rid of the murals. They were covered up by curtains until 1989, the year that Joe King became Speaker of the House.
I thought covered art was an abomination. So I just kind of decided, without real authority from the legislature, that we should uncover them. It's space that could be used. And it's just a bad symbol. You know, having art that's covered up smacks of repression, and so I kind of ordered them to be uncovered.
As soon as Joe King left his position a few years later, the legislature voted to tear them down. They were put into a basement storage where they remained for 10 years until they found an unlikely new home.
We're in Corbett Theater, and we're looking at the Labors of Hercules by Michael Spafford. One of my favorite is the Hydra, which is over here, the second panel from the left over here. As he cut a head off, it grew another head, and it just kept going on and on. And the other one that I liked a lot was when he took the girdle from the Amazon Queen. Well, he seduced the Amazon Queen in order to get the girdle. I only like it because it's the piece that I think caused the most controversy, and eventually probably led to this piece being here at the college.
Steve Ward is the Vice President of Finance at Centralia College. The college already had on display in its library the murals that were designed for the Senate chambers, created by artist Alden Mason. Though not as controversial as the Spafford murals, they were still removed from the Senate for being too abstract. When the college tried to add the Spafford murals to its collection, Ward said people complained that they were pornographic.
I'm looking at them, and you're looking at them as well, and I'm sure you can see sex in them if you want to. But for the main point that we're looking at here is, I think they're just tremendous works, and they didn't deserve to be in a basement. I do feel like they were probably unjustly put in the basement, and this is justice. This is bringing them back out for the public to enjoy.
Good art is designed to change and evoke emotions and stuff, and to get a response. And certainly the Spafford murals got that response.
A response that people can decide for themselves at Centralia College. For TVW, I'm Christina Salerno.